Hello, kindergarten and first graders. Today we are going to be doing a lesson on rainbows. I think you guys are going to really enjoy this lesson. We are going to be talking about colors and how to make colors using only 3 primary colors. So there's a couple videos that I also linked on the assignment, so please make sure that you guys go and you watch those. Here's an example of the rainbow. We start at the top with red, then we go to orange, then yellow, then green, then blue, then indigo, then violet. Here's those names right here. As you guys know, these colors are what we call ROYGBIV. And ROYGBIV is how we can remember the order. R is for red, O is for orange, Y is for yellow, G is for green, B is for blue, I is for indigo, and V is for violet. There's 7 colors total in our rainbow that we learned about in art class. One thing we need to talk about are the primary colors. The primary colors in our rainbow are red, yellow, and blue. Using red, yellow, and blue, we can make any color. So for example, red and yellow mix to make the color in between the two, which is orange. Yellow and blue mix to make the color in between the two, which is green. And then red, blue, and red make the color in between them, which is purple. Indigo is kind of just a dark blue or a muted purple color, so sometimes I like to leave indigo out when we're talking about color mixing. Now we're going to talk about something called the color wheel.
Here is an example of a standard color wheel. The larger squares are red, yellow, and blue. These are what we call the primary colors. With the primary colors, we can make the second largest squares, which are orange, green, and purple. These are what we call the secondary colors. Red and yellow make orange, yellow and blue make green, and blue and red make purple. If you look deeper, you can see that orange and yellow make orange yellow, and yellow and green make green yellow. It goes around and keeps creating many colors. Indigo is not represented on the color wheel because it is too close to blue and purple, so I like to refer to it as purple.
Here's another color wheel that I have in my classroom. So today we are going to be drawing rainbows, and we are going to be trying to draw them in rainbow order, which would be ROYGBIV, or red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. For your project today, you will be needing some sort of paper. I would recommend using white paper, and then you'll be needing coloring supplies such as crayons, colored pencils, and markers. Go ahead and get those supplies and come on back. For our project today, you are welcome to use whatever coloring supplies you want. I am going to be using this box of markers because there's a lot of different colors. The first thing I'm going to do is I am going to take my finger and I'm going to draw an arch with my finger. I'm going to practice going from side to side. An arch kind of looks like an upside down U. So I'm just gonna practice with my finger before I draw. I'm making sure that I know exactly where my shape's gonna go. I'm going to draw it big because it's going to be the outside. Now I'm gonna look through my markers and I'm going to try to find the first color of the rainbow. Can you remember what the first color of the rainbow is? If you said red, you're correct. So watch as I do this. I'm going to take my marker, I'm going to start at one side of my paper, and I'm going to draw a big arch going all the way to the other side. And there, now I have done my red. Now that I have done my first color, I'm ready for my second. And the second color in the rainbow is orange. So I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to start a little bit inside. I'm going to give some space in between the two so that maybe later on I can fill it in with more color. So I'm trying to make sure that they're the same thickness throughout. And I'm liking how this looks. So now I'm gonna make sure I put my cap back on and I'm going to move on to my next color, which is yellow. Here's my yellow. So I'm gonna do the same thing this time. I'm going to start in a little bit and I'm going to draw a yellow arch. And I might even turn my paper to make it a little bit easier on me. So now I have a yellow arch. So I have red, orange, yellow. I have Roy's first name, Roy. If we're thinking about color order in the rainbow, the next color would be the color that starts with G. That color is green. So I'm going to go ahead and draw green. So remember, I started a little bit in. I'm making sure I have a nice arch. And I'm also using the side of my marker. It gives me a thicker line. So if you want to try that, you totally can. The next color that I need to add to my rainbow is blue. I'm going to use a light blue color because I like light blue. I'm gonna start in again. And I'm going to draw a nice arch. Notice how every single time I draw an arch, it's getting smaller. It's because we're running out of space in our rainbow. Now, the next color in our rainbow is that tricky one that I talked about. Remember how we talked about purple can have 2 colors that go with it? Well, this is the first one. So we have ROYGBIV. So we need to do the I and the V, but the I comes first. So the I color that we talked about was the color indigo. For the color indigo, I am actually going to use a dark purple that looks kind of blue. It's called plum. If you have a color that's kind of like a navy blue or a dark blue, that would be a good color to use for indigo because you might not have just normal indigo. Like I don't have normal indigo, so I'm gonna use that dark purple because it kind of is a purpley blue. So now we have almost made it to the end of our rainbow. Our last color that we need to do is violet. I am going to find my purple. So this color is called ultraviolet. And I'm going to do that in the last spot. And there, now I have red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. Once you guys have done all of these colors in your rainbow, you can stop if you want to, but I am going to keep adding some more colors. So I want to go and look at my color wheel to see what other colors I can add. In between red and orange, there's a color, and it's called red-orange. So I think I'm going to draw red-orange. So I have this red-orange marker that I'm going to use in between my red and my orange, and I'm going to add another arch. See how I did that inside of there? That's why I left space. The next in-between color I have is orange and yellow, which would be yellow-orange, and I have one of those colors as well. So I'm going to draw a yellow-orange arch in between my yellow and my orange. Now this is starting to make my rainbow look really beautiful. The next color that I need to add is in between yellow and green. So it would be a yellow-green color. I have a light green color that's perfect for that. Oh wow, look at how that is really making my rainbow look awesome. The next color that I need to draw is an in-between of green and blue. I'm going to try to find a teal or turquoise color or a green-blue color to draw there. And here I am again going in between those two colors to draw an arch. The next two colors I have an in-between are blue and indigo. I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to just add a darker blue. I like how that looks. I think that's a good in-between color. And it doesn't have to be perfect. The next in-between I have is indigo and violet, but these two colors seem extremely similar to me, so I don't think I'm going to put an in-between. I'm actually going to put a red violet after the violet. So I'm going to add this one here. If you wanted to, you could also add this one out here on the outside of the red. And now look at how beautiful my rainbow is. It is all completed. I love how my rainbow turned out. I think it looks beautiful with all of these colors. Let's count how many colors I have. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 colors. And if you have more colors that you see could fit into your rainbow, then feel free to add those as well. I hope you guys had a wonderful time working on your beautiful ROYGBIV Rainbows today in art class. Hi friends, I hope you had a wonderful time today working on your ROYGBIV Rainbow Order Rainbows. I cannot wait to see yours. Make sure that you guys click turn in on Google Classroom. There is no form for this week. I'm so excited to see your work. I hope you guys had a wonderful time in art class. Have a great weekend. I can't wait to see you again next week. Bye.